Meowdy gays and ghouls, have you heard of the Swedish tradition, Orskong? I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. So if you're Swedish out there, it's fine, I can never pronounce Swedish. It is basically a form of divination where you go out on a walk at night, generally New Year's Eve or Christmas, and if you make it to the end of your journey, you might see glimpses of how your year will go. Think about it. Yes, I absolutely said Swedish tradition of horsecock, not Orskong. It means year walk. We're playing the game called Year Walk. It is a Swedish game. It is made by Swedish developers, so it's probably pretty accurate to the actual, like, folktale of Orskong. I am going to smack Moonpie! Moonpie! No! So Moonpie's being a little asshole because there's another cat in the apartment right now. And she's in another room, but Moonpie is acting crazy about it. Acting crazy. What happened to Sans mug? I have different mugs. She is not perfect. She is so mean, she hates other cats, even if she's never seen this cat in her life. She wants to kill her. Anyway, we have a lot that we're going to be doing tonight. The first thing on our menu is I'm going to be playing a couple hours of Cult of the Lamb. And by a couple, I mean literally a couple. Like 2 hours. And then we're going to be doing the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. I know, you're probably thinking, Spoonie, that's an amazing name. How did you think of it? Well, you'll figure out what it means when we get there, after Cult of the Lamb. Then we're going to be playing more Placid Plastic Duck, because I played that Christmas and everybody loved it. So we're going to play more of that. And Case might be popping in while we're, like, counting down, because from Placid Plastic Duck, we are going to be watching a video I put together of all the best moments of 2022. And right after that, it's going to be New Year's, and then we're going to be playing Year Walk. And I believe that is a pretty short experience. It's like an hour-long game, maybe longer, but I'm in here for the long run. Welcome to the Duck Cult. It's duck time, baby! This is a very duck-centric stream, but it usually is, because I love ducks and we have Moko! Where is she? Actually, where is she? I'm scared. Where did she go? Oh no! Where is my duck? Hang on. How do I bring her back? Oh, there she is. Yeah, look! There she is. Woo! Woo! Happy New Year! It's duck time. Okay, without further ado. Man. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Get out of here. I have the hotkeys set to a certain thing on one scene, and then set to another thing on another scene. Give it a minute. It's gonna load in a minute. Hopefully. This is the first time playing this game in on my new computer that I built by myself. Not by myself. Mostly by myself. Come on, capture Cult of the Lamb, goddammit. Capture Cult of the Lamb, goddammit. It would be cool if you captured the game. Por favor. Give me a minute. It usually does this with Cult of the Lamb. Come on. There we go. Okay, cool. And I got my controller. And this game is gonna run buttery smooth, I hope. Happy New Year's! Hang on. I'm gonna open the menu. There we go. Crexy! Heretic Soul, Corgi, Kaneko, Defaulty Boy, JG, all y'all, as Abe from Abe's Odyssey would say. We are going to return to the gay commune, and you may have noticed, up in the little corner there, I have a little fun thing that we are going to be doing. I was just addressing everybody in the chat and saying Happy New Year's to all of you. But, you may have noticed this scrolling thing. If you donate $6.66, you know, the devil's number. 1, you will take the duck. 2, I can sacrifice a cult member for you. You can choose if you want. I also have Twitch integration turned on. It's signed in. So there should be an overlay for you guys. Let me know if it's not working. But... re-educate. Tazara is in jail. And now we must free them. Because they have stopped dissenting. There we go. Okay, it is on. Good. That's good. It's good to know. Alright, I need to get back in the habit of... Oh, everybody's on holiday! Everybody's having a vacation! That's right, they have all their little Hawaiian shirts. Wow. Amazing. Okay, cool. Okay, so what should we... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Ring in the new year with chaos. Oh no! Oh no! Two! Violence? Okay, did you guys want a specific person to die? Who are we killing right now? We have Thursday? Here's the thing. I can resurrect anybody. It takes a bit, but... I can resurrect anybody. Who are we killing? Who are we killing? Oh my god. This game, I can't, like, tab out of it, ever. Okay. You had forgotten to raid, but everyone is here. Well, that's good. It is okay. Welcome, Case. Okay. Okay. New Cult of the Lamb thing coming out next year? I did not see it. Didn't have anyone in mind? Alright, well, we gotta make it random then. Do we have any olds? There is an old! Elliot, I'm gonna kill you. Are you ready? Goodbye, Elliot. And everybody is sad! Why are you sad? This is part of the I forgot to harvest the meat. Well, everybody's mad at me. That's fine. I'm gonna bury you, so... This is a free person you can resurrect if you want, I guess. No! Alright, I fucked up. I shouldn't have married... I shouldn't have murdered you! Same thing. In broad daylight. Here, go bed rest. Oh wait, I have this. That's right. Poultry. I don't have enough flowers. We should probably go get flowers. Void! Hang on, give me a second. I need to clean up some puke. Game of the year, honestly. Alright, hey, what's up? What do you want? I don't know about all this, leader. If you were truly a great leader, wouldn't this place look nicer? Gotta build some decorations, I guess. Oh wait, I forgot my hat! I forgot my hat! Hang on! This is important. This is an important feature of these streams. No. Alright. So let's put this up, and let's put this up. And there we go. There we go. Alright. There you go. Here's my hat. Okay, so I killed one person.
Welcome!
There you go! There you go! Thank you, Case. It worked. You did it. Thank you. We've got, Narender over here. What if I don't want to kill Narender, because Narender lives forever. I'm gonna kill somebody when it becomes nighttime. So, let's, who's gonna confess? Somebody low level. B-Bat. I love their nonsense. They speak. Okay. Well, we gotta build some decorations, so let's do that. What do we want? We want... I have, like, nothing. I kinda want some potted bush. Let's build some potted bush. I already have some over there, so... Let's put some next to here. And, what else we got? Here, let's do some stone statues. They're pretty. Here, they can... Oh, I already have some over there. I'll put them over here. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now everybody's gonna build. Got 2 sick. Okay, why is it... Okay, I probably need to clean out the bathrooms. Oh! I do! Oh! Oh no. Boosh. To get a bit buying Cult of the Lamb. I'm sure it's like on sale because it was nominated for like best indie game. Oh, nobody's doing anything, so I have to build stuff myself. They're all on vacation. Oh. Oh well. Don't worry, JG. I will kill somebody for you. But who? Is the question. Also, JG, I don't know if you're still alive. I could also just kill you. As a treat, you know. New Year's Eve treat. End the year with violence. I think you might be dead. I think you might have died. I think I killed you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! I'm sorry, you're dead. Oh yeah, you were dissenting. That's right. That's right, isn't it? That's right, isn't it? Alright, let's, since all of my little cult members are, you know, doing their thing, doing their holiday cheer, doing their New Year's Eve party. I have to pick all of this shit myself, but it's fine. It's fine. How does someone join the cat cult? I have to actually, like, go get, somebody else, like, to join the cult. I have to go out and adventure and get somebody to join, and then, there will be a little overlay that's like, hey, you want to join the cult? On the stream. And, you can join if you so choose. A raffle? So anybody who hasn't joined, which I'm pretty sure most people in the chat have joined at this point, then, you may get picked. However, here in a second, I gotta pick somebody to murder. I don't know who I want to murder. Yeah, I might go out and adventure soon. I just need to wait out my time and go murder. And if you get murdered, you can get resurrected. Oop, stop! I'm gonna throw this moon rug at you. It's very small. She would be fine. I'm gonna do it! No, I'm not. That's mean. Summon you? Summon you to die? Or did you already die? I don't remember. Kaneko, did you join? I don't remember. Okay, who's dying? Alright. Whoever's furthest to my right. So you have chosen death, Lunar Fawn. You never joined you. Oh! Well, we're gonna eat Lunar Fawn. Don't worry about it. Oh, everybody's really angry with me and doesn't like me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. Uh-oh. 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 Well, shit. It's fine, the holiday's over. The New Year's Eve is over, apparently. Meat. No witnesses. Borkbean, have you ever played this game? Because you should, because it's wonderful and I love it. And it was only made by like 4 people and I can't believe it. You gotta really quickly go through like the full game. By really quickly, I mean in like 20 hours, but it's also fun to like dick around. As I am doing right now. Okay, so If you would also like to kill somebody, just someone random, or if you have a personal vendetta against somebody, I don't know. Let's not start any of that. You can donate for it. What's up, Minmo? Faith in the Lamb is at an all-time low and cannot be endured any longer. You must restore faith in the cult, or we will leave in a mass exodus. Remember, without a cult, you will surely die. Will I? Wait. I'm fulfilling this. Dude, would all of you leave me? No! Void, I did what you wanted. Yeah. Alright, Void is about to level up, so I'm gonna intimidate them into loving me. There you go. I'm probably being an asshole. Alright. Okay. So let's try to get the faith back up. Maybe we can do a ritual. First, let's do a sermon. It's been a while since I've played this. I haven't played this since the little blood moon thing that they did. Who's old? Who's the old? I should have waited to sacrifice the old. Is there anything? I gotta wear this. Do a bonfire ritual. What's a nice, like, New Year's thing to do? Harvest ritual. What's gonna up everything the most? Battle. Bonfire. Let's do the bonfire. We have enough wood. Yeah, I get more points for murdering the olds, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting on them duck takers out there. Oh, it's Defaulty Boy. Uh-oh. 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 Okay, so that's back, because now holiday is over. And, let's see. Anybody sick? Yep.
Oh.
You are cured! Why do you look sick? Okay, I'm going out on an adventure. Maybe here in a second. I'm gonna feed everybody because they're hungry. We're gonna eat some, what is this? No, not that. We're not gonna eat a bowl of poop. We're gonna eat some minced follower meat. It's gonna be great. And we're also gonna have some pumpkin soup. And we're also gonna have some berries. And yeah. Not the best meals, but they'll have to do for now. Is your faith restored, Minmo? Minmo, come back! I didn't mean to eat. That's fine. Minmo. Oh god, Creatures is now sick. Why is everybody sick? There we go. Goodness gracious. Alright, well, let me try to get back into the rounds. Anybody want to go on an expedition? On an adventure? Here, Relia. You can go get us some meat. How about that? That sounds good. Anybody want to confess? Night, Dark Life. Night, you must confess your sins. Good job. You did it. Give me your level up. Alright, we got Divine Inspiration unlocked. What are we gonna unlock today? We already unlocked that. I'm gonna let Moon Pie out. She's driving me nuts. Hang on. Get out of here. Oh, let me throw my phone over here so it's not beeping. Never actually played this game myself, and yet this music makes me instantly nostalgic. It's on my stream playlist. It's a lovely game. It has a lot of fecal funny in it, but I don't... Once you get over that, it's fine. It's great. I love it. It's one of my favorite games this year, and that's why we're returning to it. It's good. Good times here on the Twitch.television. I want better ritual cooldowns. That sounds nice. Yeah, I love the music in this. You introduced Proxy to Placid Plastic Ducks. Thank God. We're gonna play that later. So get ready. We're gonna play more of it. Y'all loved it so much. Thought it was only appropriate. Do I not have a fertilizer thing? I guess not. Okay. I also don't have... They can't gather the stuff for me. I forgot about that. That's in my other games. Whoops! I'm getting the good stuff. Alright. Get some cauliflower. And perhaps some berry. There we go. Okay. What do I need more of? That would be nice. That'd also be nice. Let's get some money. Okay, let's go out and adventure. Where should we go? Let's get some more... What don't I have? What do I have less of? Oh god, I have so many beets. Cauliflower. You get more pumpkin. Where do you get... Pumpkin's in the second place, that's right. You got gifts to sub by someone? It was quite possibly Queen Snarf. Alright, I'm gonna... How much money do I have? Oh, I have plenty of money. I'm gonna get this, this creature, and then when I come back, then we can do a raffle. Probably could have gotten them on my adventure, but you know, either way. We just killed 2 people, so... Oh, that's Silk Cradle. Anura. That's where I want to go. I want to get some pumpkin. See if I remember how to play this game. Also... Oh. Yeah, medium. It was on medium. Cool. Thought it was on easy. I just want pumpkins. Let's go. Ooh. I'm glad Case was playing the Chow Garden because I was just talking about how the Chow Garden reminds me of this game because it is such a brilliant like gameplay loop to be like, alright, so you can go and you can do your little roguelite stuff, you can go fight, and then you can collect materials, and then you can go back to your little cult and you can manage your little cult, and it'll be nice. Oh god. I gotta get good at this game again. I say as if I've ever been good at this game. Okay. Alright. Boop, boop. got the tentacle ring. Alright. And a tarot card. Nice. Extra disease heart. Good. Clownic. Oh, I missed this game. Let's see. 10% chance of negating damage. Let's do it. You still need to play Stray. And it got, like, Indie Game of the Year, so I have more reason to play it. I mean, I was already convinced. It's just, like, the thing is, I've heard, like, mixed things about it. I've heard other, like, some people be like, oh my god, it's amazing, it's beautiful. And then I've heard other people be like, yeah, it's alright. It's such a great game. See, like, I feel like the people who love it are, like, cat lovers. And the people who are like, it's alright, don't really care about cats. And I fall in the first category, so I'm kind of like, I straight up saw somebody say, I kind of want to play Stray, but I don't really like cats, and I unfollowed them. And that sounds like really petty, but I'm like, I'm a cat, get out. In the new year, we are going in. Okay, yeah, no, I want to go that way anyway because I want more food. Based? Yeah. No, listen. I say this a lot. I say this a lot. I don't think I've said it in a long time, though. The biggest, like, red flag to me is when people say they don't like cats. And not just like, I'm not really a cat person. That's different. That's different. You can not be a cat person because you were raised, like, around dogs and you don't really know how to deal with cats. That's different. When you just, like, have a vendetta against cats for some reason, against, like, honestly, anything, like, that's just, like, doesn't really matter. Huge red flag to me. I've known people that are like, oh, I hate cats, they're so disgusting, they have to shit in a box, and it's like, okay? And they're like, dogs are better because they listen to you. Dogs are better because you can teach them how to be obedient. You can teach them how to sit. What can you teach a cat? How to shit in a box? And it's like, well, first of all, you don't teach a cat how to do that. They figure that shit out day one. They just know. They're just like, oh, there's sand here. I can use this. 2, you can teach a cat stuff. It says a dog owner who doesn't clean up their dog shit on walks. Exactly! Exactly! If people say that's a downside of cats, that means they don't clean up after their dog ever. Exactly. That is 100% true. If anybody who's like, oh, I don't want to clean up litter, and it's like, okay, so you prefer dogs because you can let your dog shit in somebody's lawn? Like, what? I don't know, I am a little, I'm a lot better about, like, cleaning up litter with a little pooper scooper than, like, you know, putting my hand in a bag and having to pick up shit. Honestly, if I had to choose one over the other, I'd pick the cat. Over basing everything on that. It just seems, it's so stupid. I don't need extra hearts. The only contact I've had with a cat was for only like 30 minutes a day for a week, and my perspective of cats changed. Exactly! I've known so many people. I've known so many people who, like, don't really have an opinion on cats. And, like, they will spend more time with a cat, and then they'll be like, oh, okay. I understand now why people like these animals. The thing is, I've had so many cats all my life. And something that my dad would always say is that every cat is different. Every dog is different too. But like people, especially people who don't like cats, tend to equate every cat to the same type of behavior. And there's a lot of like similarities with cats, but like I've known so many cats, there hasn't been a single goddamn cat that's acted like another cat. Her name was Yuli? Oh no! Why would you do this to me? Y'all are so mean! Wow. Is it because I'm talking about cat haters? Are y'all cat haters? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? I'm gonna get, it's Energy Sword, Saturday. So we're gonna do that. Okay. Oh yeah, there are also cats that act more like dogs. Also, dogs stinky. I like dogs. I don't like I wouldn't like a dog as a pet. I when I was a kid I had a dog, and my dad is like was a dog trainer for years, so he usually had a dog in the house, you know. So I know how to act around dogs, but if I had to, I wouldn't want a dog because they are a lot of work. Of course, there are a ton of different breeds of dogs, that require different amounts of maintenance, but, you know. Yeah. I like my Halo sword. Oh god, I am on 3 hearts. Jeez. I was like, I don't need hearts. How foolish I was. God. Gotta get good. Man, maybe I should go back to the yellow fleece. The golden fleece, whatever it's called. Multiply my damage every time I kill something. Oh! Oh my god! Killing that first. Christ. Okay. These things have too much health for how small and bitty they are. And oh. Okay. I wanted to play Inscription for this stream. But that was at the bottom of the poll, and I was like, well, it's fine. I'll find some day to play Casey's mod. It's been a long time since I played Casey's mod. Like, on stream. In my own time, I play it, often. I like me my battle card game. I like ferrets. More importantly, I like knowing someone else who owns ferrets. Yeah. Yeah, like, I'm the same way about dogs. I like visiting dogs and being like, oh, look at this dog. Look at this dog. Oh! I don't like the frogs. I'd say they're unpredictable, but they are predictable. They telegraph their hops. But it's so annoying. Oh. Oh. What are these noises? Oh. Bomb! Bomb! Okay. Oh, I want the ghosts. Yeah. Recycle. Okay. Let's go up. I've met some ferrets before. I could never own ferrets. They are wild and crazy. Vampiric sword, Oath of the Crown. Oh. I might actually do Oath of the Crown. Oh no! Why is it doing that? Redacted has reached an old age. Oh no. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to sacrifice my hearts. I don't have hardly any. 3.5. Bathing. Whoa. Bathing. Okay. It's one of those. God. Well. I may end up dying. And, killing somebody. For free! Free death! I hope nobody listens to these streams out of context. Just hearing me be like, alright, who wants to die? Alright, y'all ready? Y'all ready to kill someone? No! Alright. Oh, God! Come on, bathroom. Why do you keep leaving? Oh! This guy's got a bomb! There we go. Oh! And I hit it anyway. Oh god, I have 1 health. I have 1 heart. Oh, the misery. How does this stream look, by the way, compared to last time? Because, like, last time I streamed this, it was kind of crunchy. I got it looking, like, okay. Now it looks buttery smooth, I think. From what I can see, it looks buttery. Looks like butter. Yeah! Ooh. Said you lay on my lap, then they purred and I was so confused. I thought they were cold or something because they were shaking. No! I mean, you've never experienced a cat purring on you? Because that's one of the best experiences in life. For real. So the reason I'm playing this is I held a poll of like games that I could return to and do more stuff in, and this one. Though that's fair because I feel like the funniest moments of the year came from this game. Took me a sec to realize they were purring. Yeah. I have a funny story. I regretfully had a cat named after Hermione from Harry Potter. Because she looked like Hermione's cat, Crookshanks. And I was really into Harry Potter when I was like 8, so we named her Hermione and we called her Hermie. And the first night I had her, she was this tiny, tiny Persian cat. And so she purred so loud because she was so happy. She was the happiest little cat. And I wanted her to sleep in my bed. And she refused to sleep anywhere but right next to my head. She had to sleep next to my head. And so I had just this motorboat just all night. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. And it actually, because I was just a very strange, like, afraid child all the time, it developed a strange fear in me of not being able to get to bed. Not being able to get to sleep. And then because of that, I had a hard time sleeping. Like, when I was younger, for like a couple years. I just always had a hard time sleeping because I was like, what if I can never sleep? Oh god, what if I can never get to bed? I'd start getting nervous, like, when it was 8 and we were, like, still doing stuff. I'd be like, oh god, it's 8. It's 8. I'm not gonna be able to get to sleep. I'm not gonna be able to get to sleep. She wanted to make sure you knew she was happy, and so she can make sure you were happy. Yeah, no, it was very sweet. But I was a strange, neurotic child. Pathetic lamb, this is what your labors have wrought. This place holds not a single candle to the magnificence of my temple, now gone. Build skull candle. Sure! Narinder has, like, unique dialogue, so it's always exciting when Narinder has, like, things for me to do. She didn't quite understand what happy in people was yet. She was a good cat. She was very small. And Persian cats are usually really big. But she was tiny. Tiny. And when she meowed, she would go like that. And all she cared about was food. And, like, being with you. She just wanted to be with you. My mom, like, all the time, would wake up and the first thing she would see was just her sitting on her nightstand. And then she would just instantly start purring. Are you leaving, Kaneko? Have a good night. Happy New Year. I know it's already New Year over there, so Happy New Year. Bye! Okay, we gotta build some bone decorations. Oh, do I not have the cult redeem thing? Hang on. I'm gonna put that. I just realized I don't know if I have that up. I'm gonna fix that. One moment. One moment. One moment. That's important. I need that. I forgot to write that down in my to-do list of things I need to get ready for stream. There's for those of you who haven't been to these streams, there's like a point redemption thing. Creator dashboard. Viewer rewards. Channel points. Thank you for the follow. I don't know who it is yet. But thank you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let me turn that on. That's on now. All right. You might have to refresh if you don't see it in your redemption things. But you can now contribute to the cult's totem. I was like, something is missing here. Something is missing here. What is going on? My hat is underneath the chat. That's fine. That's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. Game's back. Yay! Oh my god. Alright, thank you for your contribution. Also, there's a new sound alert. I don't know when it will be appropriate, but there's been plenty of moments where I felt like it would be appropriate, but it's, we'll be right back. Yeah, it has a cooldown, but people will snipe it, so. But once that fills up, I get like a little roulette. It's really nice, it's fun. Hey, we got 2 olds, and I don't want to have them very much longer because that's bad. It sounds terrible, but listen. This game has a method. This game has a system. I have a cult doctrine that I need to uphold. And in that cult doctrine, it says no olds. Get out. No olds allowed. Oh, that was perfect. I'm gonna edit that for later. Except I wanna... Wait, I gotta wait for the night. Alright, you guys wanna do a raffle? You guys wanna do a raffle? Kaneko, are you leaving? Do you wanna get in this raffle before you leave? Let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. I'm sure they fixed it. Let's hope it works. Raffle before you go. Maybe you will have good luck. If you would like to join the cult and you have not already, most people in the chat have joined. There should be an overlay where it'll prompt you, hey, would you like to join the cult? And then you can say yes, and then you can join. You have to accept or allow the Twitch integration thing. So be sure to do that. But I'm gonna let this stay open for a little bit longer. And I'm gonna take a sip of my drink of water. Alright, it's closing. In 3, 2, 1. Heretic Soul made it in. Better luck next time, Kaneko and Bork. But we have one more, so we can do that. Can do that. But Heretic Soul, you can customize your little guy. That is the downside of a raffle. It's just the luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. Yosh. You're here. You are pup. You are dog. Work and devotion generation speed reduced by 10%, and you're naturally obedient, but you are slothful. Behold! Dog. Excellent. Here, you can go worship. Wait. You can tend the farms. You can be farming. Austrian Dork, thank you for the contribution to the cult's totem. Also, welcome. Alright. Let's turn this demon into one of you. Alright. Doing one more. Let's go. Let's go. Friendly reminder, if you would like to kill a cult member, you can choose if you like, or you can have it just be random. Maybe I should make it so I have to kill somebody right then. Like, I have to kill them immediately, because I can just do that in broad daylight and make everybody upset. Alright. Alright. 3, 2, 1. Bork Bean. Kaneko. I'm sorry. Go to bed. Go to bed! Have a good sleep. Happy New Year. Also, congratulations, Bork. You can make your little dude now. There's gotta be DLC for this game. We'll play it again. There was an event for Halloween, and that was fun, but there wasn't a whole lot to it. But when the DLC comes, I'm gonna be playing that shit. I love this game so much. I love this game. Bork, are you able to make your little dude? Because if you're not, if it's fucking up. Alright, there you go. Happy New Year! I'm sorry. I'm sorry the randomness of the raffle was not in your favor. It's fine. It's fine. You'll get in eventually. Alright. Welcome in. You are also a sloth and terrified of death. Well, that's gonna be a thorn in our side. You were deciding, my bad. No worries. Sometimes it has like a glitch where it just freezes for you. So I wanted to ask to make sure. Alright. Welcome in. Welcome to the Clouder. You're old? Well. Oh, Tazara's starving. That's not good. Well, everybody go to bed, and we can deal with this later. Let's see. Let's put some more of those. Need some more cauliflower. Gotta go to Anchor Deep for that, I think. Right? Yeah. This. Yeah. Oh, I need to make a thing for... Oh, no. I need to make a thing for Narender. Everyone joins eventually. It's true. You're right. You good? I don't think Minmo's good. Leader, I've returned safe from my mission. I have meat! Awesome. We got meat. Alright, go to bed. Okay, let me build the thing that Narendra wanted me to build. Where is it? This one? Skull pile? Skull candle. Unlock bone decorations. Uh-oh! Oh, I'm close. I don't think Minmo is well. No, Minmo's not old. What are you what am I interrupting you? What were you doing? Minmo! Oh, no! Oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna clean out the poop. Awesome. Okay, kill the spider. Okay, y'all need to eat. We're gonna cook some chow. We're gonna have some splendid vegetable feast. And we're gonna have a magnificent mixed meal. Hope you enjoy. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright, everybody eat. Eat up. Alright, I'm going this way. And I'm gonna pick some berries. Narendra, I need to unlock the bone decorations so I can appease and please you. Got some people leveling up from food. The food is just so good. Their faith in me is rising. Thank you, Capri. Oh wait, poultry. There you go. Hey, you get to be a little guy. Just be warned. Some of the quests that some of these little guys request can be upsetting. What does that mean? You'll find out, maybe. Here we go. I gotta put my specific things in each thing. Stop planting berries! I want more things. Ah! Yay, wood. Okay, we're almost... Sorry, Fox. Okay, let's unlock bone decorations. No, I want to unlock bone decorations. Come on. Where is that? No, that's just basic. Where is that? Here. Oh, alright, cool. Thank you for your contribution to the totem. Love being a little guy. Alright, what we got? Bone candle. Skull candle. That's what he wanted. Alright, we're gonna put a skull candle and he's gonna be happy and he's gonna love me. Just right there. And Scully Jackal's gonna help me build the skull candle. That's fitting. That's good. Alright. Where are you, Narendra? Ooh, wood. Yeah. Where's that demon? There he is. Hey, Narendra. Huh. Adequate. I love you, Narendra. I wish I could marry you, but I don't have the marriage. I can't marry. Sucks. We're too olds. We have two olds. Ooh. What shenanigans should we get up to? Let's do a sermon. Oh, you know what? I have some snail shells. I can go, do that. I can do that. so close to the end. To full level up. Yippee! Alright. Nah, I'm gonna stick to my guns. If an old dies, an old dies. You guys gotta stop shitting. No. Stop pooping! Why are you pooping? Oh. Alright. What are you deciding for me? No. I have this. Please hear your contribution to the totem. Oh! Synthwave Nightbeat returns. Welcome back, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome back. Alright. We now have 20 followers. Incredible. Well, who wants to confess? Synth, you can confess to me. You have a mission for me? And it's for, oh, I forget that one. Calamar? No, that was Shimura, I think. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that juice. Give me that faith. That devotion. Cool. Alright. Let's go snail. That makes no sense out of context. Let's go snail. Wait, it's over here. Let's go snail. I kind of wish this game was like as involved as like Stardew Valley. Love these guys. Cause you know, like in Stardew Valley, you can do so much shit. You can, like, on your farm. Okay, somebody died. I think I just saw a died notification. Oh no. Oh, there's the snail. Hey, snail. Okay. Let's go, take care of that. Hello, Space! Hello, Space! We're doing it. We're back at the cult. We're back at the gay commune. Who is that? Who died? I think that's Defaulty Boy. Well, rest in peace, Defaulty Boy. Thanks for the meat. We back in the commune. Yeah, we're just doing a fun little thing where people can donate to kill any cult member. Or donate to have somebody resurrected. So. And it's fun. We've killed 2 people so far. It's great. I'm gonna go, snail. Space, you're in the commune, right? Did you die? Nobody truly dies. It's been a good run. Truly. Okay, was there a snail at Midas's cave? I don't remember. I think there is. There might be. I like the aesthetic and like the vibe of Midas's cave. It's incredibly eerie, but I wish there was more with this area. Because by the time you get here, you already have so much money, so there's no reason to use any of these, like, things here. Where's the thing? I think I already got it, actually. The melted gold on everybody. Okay, I got 2. Yeah, I feel like you might have died. I'd have to see. Oh, there you are. Okay. God, this game visually is just so gorgeous. I love it so much. Spore Grotto. There you go. Oh, I already gave it. Oh! Okay, so I have one more. For the Lonely Shack. Perfect. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right there. Yes! I haven't heard a single firework today. And that's crazy to me. Yay, you guys can be a snail now. Nut Shack. You want to be a snail? Oh, that's right. Ratao's gone. There's another follower form I haven't opened. Cool, I think. You want to be a snail? You guys want to be snails? Any New Year's resolutions? Finish my goddamn sequel to my game. I want to finish Mixed Feelings 2. I don't want it to be 3 years since I started working on it. And if it is, that's fine. But I'm almost done with it, it's just I never have the time. That's like my big one. That I gotta do. That's pretty straightforward. What's up, Void? If you really are a chosen one, then can't you make the crops grow with magic or something? Yeah. Sure can. Is Minmo old? Minmo has been, like, resurrected, like, twice. Minmo's a zombie. Minmo can't get old. Minmo, no! Minmo, no! Oh. I should stop yelling. Damn it. Well, Redacted and Minmo are gonna die soon. That sucks. Alright, who wants to go? Out into the open. Oh, actually, this is the confession. Confessional. Here, Heretic Soul, you're new. Let's go. What do you have to tell me? You really like the frog that I forget the name of. Heket? That's her name. Here, I will pet you. I hope you're okay with that. There you go. Good job. Thank you for the follow. Alright. Happy New Year. Okay, who wants to go out? Venture. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Poultrayer. Get some meat. Thank you. Alright. Alright, let's sermon and then we can eat. Everybody eat. And then we can do the crop ritual after I plant seeds. I should probably plant... Well, I don't know if I have any. Maybe I should wait until they plant seeds, because that's not really helpful unless you have things planted. Gotta put Minmo in the home! No! I was about to do it anyway. Let me see how many seeds I have planted. Because that just makes everything grow automatically. Everything's planted. Let's go. Sorry, guys. Get back in the church. Get back in the church. Get back in the church. Get back in! You guys took too long. Need to really get more work done on Mage Fight. Oh. It's so hard. It's so hard, like... I feel like it's harder when you, like, really care about, like, your story. And you're, like, really passionate about, like, the thing you're, like, working on. Is because you want it to be perfect. And, like, you gotta kind of accept that it's not gonna be perfect, or it's not gonna be exactly how you want it to be. In the end. And I think that's why Mixed Feelings 2 has been taking me so long, because I want it to be better than Mixed Feelings, like the original. And I thought it would take less time. And that's kind of like what's discouraged me. Thank you, Jane! Thank you, Jane, for the bread. The 10 bread. Amazing. We appreciate that. We unlocked some divine inspiration. What we got here? What we got here? I do have a fertilizer silo. Could also get a compost. Body compost, no. I don't think I unlocked that. Oh, I need that. Let me do that. The shrine flame. You can add grass to it. Awesome. Kind of experience I want to build, and I don't want to fake it, but I need to spend more time doing it. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can get, like, carried away with, like, other stuff while doing game dev stuff. I have a funny story. I talked about this on Twitter recently, but so I've talked about in Mixed Feelings 2. So in the original game, Mixed Feelings, whenever there was a choice that came up, it would be highlighted by that's like what character it would lead you down the route of. So at the beginning, it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to buy a boat, steal a boat, or look for the boat? And they're all highlighted by their characters that suggested those options. And so I had a different idea for Mixed Feelings 2, where you were kind of like shoehorned into, at the beginning of the game, only one specific choice with each character, and that choice will lead you down a specific path. And at the end of that path, and it's relatively short, it will give you a notification, like, you will remember this. And it's a blue notification. And then it loops back to, like, the start of the game. And once your options come up again, the things that have new options highlight in blue. Sounds relatively easy to code, but for some reason, because of the way that the game is laid out, I ended up making it more complicated than it had to be. So what I ended up doing is, like, depending on what routes you go down, depending on, like, what persistent data you have based on, like, what endings you've unlocked already, you will, the certain choices will be blue true or blue false. And so that made it easier. So it was this kind of more complex than it had to be system that I ended up making. And at one point, one of Zale's options after I go down a pathway... Okay, let me put it this way. There are two options it gives you. One of them you cannot pick at all, and if you click it, it just glitches. And what that signifies is later that's going to get unlocked. And so if you go down the quote-unquote bad route that you have to go down first anyway, what was happening... Hang on, Narinder, I'm picking... Ah! Okay, fine. So Leshy is no more. He was being of chaos, the unordered beauty of his realm. I wonder if the flowers still grow now that he is gone. Alright, we'll go get some flowers. So there are two options. One of them you're locked out of at the beginning of the game, so you only have one option. You go down that route. The problem I was having is I would go down that route, and then I would go back to Zale, and then there would only be one option, and it was the one that I couldn't pick. And that's a problem, because you need to go down the first route. We don't need to go down the first route, but that was a problem. So I was like, uh-oh. That's not good. Why is that disappearing? I'll figure it out later. And that was one of the major things that kind of made me go, I don't want to work on it today because it's going to take forever to figure that out. I don't know why it's disappearing. I found out it was disappearing because for some fucking reason I had a persistent data like switch at the end of his route that switched to true. And for some reason, next to that option that was disappearing, it said, if not persistent data, or if not persistent Zale bad end true. And I was like, wait, why did I put that there? So basically what that means is that that option only showed up if you didn't have that persistent data unlocked. So, because I went down that route, unless I deleted persistent data, which for the player would be really difficult and if you're not like just testing the game. That was a long-winded explanation. I'm trying to make it like sound like easy to understand for people who don't like I'm not like a coder or anything, but I'm trying to make it easier to understand. It uses Python. RenPy uses Python. Like, I feel like I made it more complicated than it has to be, but it works, so, you know. It's fine. I gotta go get... Oh, everybody's hungry! I forgot to feed them. It's fine, I'll make food and they'll get breakfast when they wake up, and they'll love it because it's splendid vegetables. I do like that, like, one of the best, or all the best meals in this game are all, like, mixed vegetables. Oh, it's hard. Okay, I missed your message. It's hard though because it's exactly the same kind of stuff I'm doing for my day job. See, I get that because like, oh no, Relia, no, no, you have olded. She's gonna die soon. Everybody go eat. But one of the problems, I think, with Mixed Feelings 2 is, with the first Mixed Feelings, I was working in retail and doing Mixed Feelings on the side. And when you're working retail, that is a completely different job than, you know, game dev and doing art and stuff. When your main job is doing commissions and doing a creative thing and doing art, and then your side job is doing a creative thing and doing art, it makes it harder because you are expending all of your energy on your main job, and then you're like, oh god. If that makes any sense. So when all of your jobs are all like the same, it makes things slightly more difficult because you're using up all your creative juices in other places. Here, Bork. Confess. What do you have to say for yourself? Soup! And bed! You eat soup in bed! That's not a bad confession. Oh. Close Unity, now to work on creative work. Reopen Unity. Yeah! Yeah, you get... that's... It's like, alright, well, I have Clip Studio Paint open. Time to work on another thing in Clip Studio Paint. Instead of, you know, coming home, driving home, and then being like, alright, now time to work on creative stuff and unwind, if that makes any sense. When I was working on my comic that I was doing a few years back. One of the artists that I worked with, I always felt so bad because he was like doing so much. He was like, he was going to school and he had a job at a restaurant. And I was like, listen, if you can't get stuff done, I can like pick up the slack. And he's like, no, don't worry about it because this is like how I unwind, just working on this comic. And I'm like, I get it now. I get it now. I get it. I understand. All right, let's go get some flowers for Narender. Darkwood. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water. Ooh. Godly dagger. I don't like daggers. Ah. Alright. Oh well. At least it's godly. Oh! 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 Okay. I have to get so close, it hurts. Yay! Decoration. Stone flag. Good. Oh man. I have like 45 minutes left of like the time limit for this game. And I'm already like, man, I'm running out of things to do. I mean, I can go get flowers. Either one would have been nice, but that's fine. No, come back. You foul beast. Ow! No. Alright. I could have used my curses. Passes. Oh, that's right, I'm looking for flowers. Whoops. Let me go back. Oh, excuse me. Maybe Clowneck. No! Redacted! Rest in peace. Oh, Bork. Oh no. Oh no. Redacted is dead. Thank you. Thank you for your contribution to the totem. What game is next? We are playing Duck Game. It's not called that. It's Plastic Duck Simulator, which we played on Christmas. I think you were there. Weren't you? Tripping? I think I'm tripping. Oh. But before that, we're gonna do the Game Awards. I made a poll earlier this month. And you guys voted for the winners of these awards, so based on your votes, Duck Game is a different game. That's why I had to say Placid Plastic Duck. Everyone loved it during Christmas so much that I'm bringing it back to see how our ducks are doing. We can end Yule the right way by eating mushrooms. I keep forgetting to look for flowers, and you know. That sounds weird with no context. Meowdy! How is your New Year, Foxy? Hello, welcome in. We're chilling. You know what? We can that's just gonna be berries. Go heart. We don't need any more followers. Like everybody in chat is already. Oh yay, flowers! That's what we need! Yay! Give me that rock. Give me that rock. Give me that rock. Yes. Alright. Yeah, we're having a great time. We're having a big event of a stream. I might need coffee. That's probably a bad idea. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to stop drinking so much coffee. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing? Welcome, though, Foxy. I hope you enjoy your stay. We are reviewing, this is a fun time to join in because we're gonna review all the fun things that have gone on this year. That's why I'm playing this game, because this is one of the most fun games I played for stream. Especially with the Twitch integration. Why would you do this to me? I say as bombs get thrown at me. Wow. Thanks, Twitch chat. But the best moments, some of the best moments came from these streams, so we're replaying and it's buttery smooth because I'm on my self-built PC. I had to say it like that for some reason. Flexing. Okay, we need more flowers! Thank you for the follow, Foxy! I hope you enjoy my content. I generally play, like, horror games, or games with generally, like, spooky vibes, like this game. Unsettling. This game isn't too... It's not unsettling, it's just... It's got that good spooky vibe. It's got that cute, but disturbing vibe. I mean, I have been killing a lot of cult members, so, you know. It's great. And we eat them, too. It's great. Welcome to my cannibal cult. Gosh, I am dying. Oh, I'm glad horror games are one of your jams. This is, like, one of my favorite games of this year, so I'm glad we got to play. I don't want a hammer, I want this. I still want to get, like, all the achievements. I've never, like, platinumed a game before, but this is one of those games where I'm like, I want all of them chivos. Yeah, no, we're huge fans of games like Silent Hill and Resident Evil and games inspired by that. Ratatouille. Just finished Signalis last night and that was bomb as hell. Himble! Happy New Year, Himble! Happy New Year. My favorite horror game series is Silent Hill. I love Silent Hill so much. It's kind of my thing. I also really love Resident Evil. And just anything like that, chef's kiss. Delicious. Incredible. Happy New Year. It's wonderful. I ate some mushrooms today and it was good. Mario in the music box. What? Never... Is it like Bing Bing Wahoo Man Mario? Or just somebody that's named Mario? Okay, I got all the flowers. Woo! Oyster mushrooms. So, it just so happens, I discovered last year, I decided for some reason I wanted to start a mushroom grow kit that I got for my birthday on Yule, like the start of Yule, on the 21st, the darkest night. So I was like, let's start this mushroom kit. Turns out, 10 days, the 10 days of Yule, perfect amount of time to grow mushrooms. So I got like 3 boxes this year. Only 2 of them grew. The third one is kind of a dud. I think it might still grow, but I don't know what happened. I don't want a dagger with this, but it's really cool to, like, at the start of Yule, start something, and then, like, by the end of it, it's like, you got mushrooms, and you can harvest them, and you can eat them, and it's delicious. It's like a Mario horror game with the Yahoo Mario. It's super good, and the art is beautiful, and the atmosphere is so scary. Okay, that sounds interesting, actually. Also, Salvador, hello, welcome in, and thanks for the follow. Where am I going? I was reading chat. I didn't know you could go straight through these rooms. I thought it was a dead end. Okay. Oh! Oh no, I don't like these. It's fine. It was the best alternative. Oh god. Alright. Oh. First time showing up to one of these. Thanks for the warm welcome. Well, welcome in caught me at a rare moment. I'm not playing a scary game. It's got spooky vibes. I'm playing a scary game at midnight, but, you know. Kinda want an axe. Yeah. Let's get... Yeah! Alright! Yeah! I'm so sorry about the fireworks. Witness cigars. No! 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 Okay. Also, I'm doing a fun thing for those of you just showing up, according to the little scroll thing I have at the top there. If you would like to resurrect a, cult member, which there are many to choose from, you can, donate $8.88. If you would like to kill a cult member, you can dollar $6.66, you know, devil number, because cult game. And I can kill somebody for you. You can choose, or you can just be random. I know there are a lot of people in the chat who have joined the cult, and their little guys have since expired. Or I killed them. One of those. Most likely I killed them. But, you know. The cool thing is, death is never final in the Clouder. Never the end here. Never the end in the gay commune. Oh, shit. Okay. Be aware though, if you donate either of those numbers, you're gonna get duck scared. Oh! What does duck scare mean? You'll know. You'll know. Oh! I don't know how I dodged that. Okay. Yippee! I'll choose blueprint. Let's have a pile of hay. How many times have I killed you now? I'm trying to remember, because I know you have died. Because you were one of the first cult members, so... I think I've killed you once. Yippee! The way that joining the cult here works, it just uses your Twitch name. And the unfortunate thing is cult members die pretty quickly. But the fortunate thing is you could resurrect them. That's the great thing. Oh yeah, Janie got sacrificed and the little cult guy, little cult feller, was pretty happy about it. she was like, "Yippee! I'm going to hell." And I was like, "Okay, Janie." I don't know if Janie was here when that happened. Alright, let's return. Free RPG horror by Team Ari. Oh, cool! Ooh. Okay, I think I might have heard of this Mario game. I might have heard of this. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm actually looking for, like, creepypasta games to like, not... like... specifically, like, oh no, oh no, oh no, redacted. We must harvest the meat. Alright, clean up everybody, clean up. Clean up everybody. Void, are you sick? You are sick. Let's Narender. I have your quest complete. Have your flowers. I asked not for these. You think me a soft fool? Damned lamb. You are so in love with me and you want to kiss me so bad, Narender. You want to kiss me so bad. Alright. Void. Well, they sure do get sick real easy. The gay commune. Yeah, that was before I started the whole, like, the clouder bit. Minmo is old. No, you guys, I need to feed you! No! No! Do not starve. That's a different game. Hey, Knight? Why are you sleeping on the floor? Is that a bed? Alright, there you go. Go sleep. Go sleep. There you go. Okay, we got 2 olds. They're gonna die soon. Hey, leader, why do you call Narinder baby girl? Hey, Narinder, why does the leader call you baby girl? Oh. Oh. Alright, what are we unlocking? What are we doing? I should build a poop silo. I should do that. I don't think I even have a regular scarecrow. Better get a trap scarecrow. Alright. Maybe I should start building some stuff. Yeah. I could build a scarecrow and fertilizer silo. Let's do that. Let's build a scarecrow. Awesome. Yeah. And fertilizer. Yeah. Probably want multiple. There we go. Alright. The trap scarecrow's identical to the regular scarecrow, but the trap scarecrow has a gun. Oh. How dare you guys make funnier jokes than me? I'm just kidding. You guys can joke. The flock is ready for another sermon. Before we do that, you guys, are you guys ready for some food? Let's eat some good vegetables. And, you know, people meat. It's fine. Very normal gay commune. Yeah. Man, I don't think I can unlock birds in this. Unless you can, and I just didn't know. My other game got a bird unlocked. But I didn't play the Blood Moon in this. Damn it! Okay. Good job, everybody. I'm gonna pick some pumpkins. It's a chill game. Yeah, once you finish the game, it's like, get out of my plants. Okay. You just have nothing to do, and it's just like, you know what, Narinder, what do you want? What do you want, baby girl? It is a testament to the strength of my crown that you should traverse Anura and emerge unscathed, even after I cut her throat. Hecate's words were more toxic and foul than the mushrooms that grew in her domain. Unscathed? Okay. I thought I had to go, like, no damage, but no, apparently I just need some mushrooms. He just wants mushrooms. He also, does the Yuletide mushroom tradition. Oh god, Salvador. They said the poly-gay commune would involve eating each other. This is not what I expected. Oh, it is the cult. Welcome to the cult. Welcome to the Clouder. Welcome to the gay commune. Cult of Spoon. I'm gonna be playing this for like 30 more minutes, and then I'm gonna take a little break, and then we're gonna do the Game Awards. That's gonna be a short little thing, but I'm excited for it. I'm gonna talk about the best games, and I have very specific awards. Thursday and Void are now friends. Congratulations. Alright, wait. I can put my poop in here. Yeah! Shit! Yeah, shit! Alright, cool. Let's... Ooh, I have a little thing ready. Okay. We do not have beets. But we do have mushrooms. Hey Narinder, do you want those mushrooms? Of course not. We should do a sermon. I'm sorry, Knight. Okay, fine. Fine, 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 fine. Let's do this. What do we get? We must consume the elderly. Wood! That's become a theme during these streams, huh? Have y'all heard of Snaz? Sure have. We sure have heard of Snaz. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I'm sorry. I swear this is relevant. Hang on, hang on. No, that's the wrong one. Hang on. Hang on, where is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, never mind. You did it for me. There we go. Alright. Who wants to confess? Who's confessing? Bork? Here, Tazara, what do you have to say for yourself? You like Snaz? Tazara? Oh. How dare you? Oh, you were already leveled up, and I just wasted that on you. Wow! Alright. Fine. Let's go have a sermon. And then we can go get some mushrooms for baby girl. I guess. Eat them. Oh, we're maxed out. Yay. Max the folky out. Ah, alright. Let's get out of here. Give me that money. Hell yeah. Cool. Alright. Guys gotta stop shitting so much. Maybe I gotta upgrade. Maybe I gotta put another outhouse. Bork, 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 come here. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the follow. Big Potato Games. Oh, what a great name. We need another outhouse. You guys won't stop shitting everywhere. What are we? Here, let's put one over here. We can have multiple, right next to the church. Oh, I can't make another one? Oh, heck, I gotta make some wood boards. That's easy. There we go. Awesome, awesome. No, Minmo, my friend! Minmo, my friend. Oh! It's fine, you will live on. Oh my gosh, Alex Grey Winter. Hello, welcome. 5 months in a row. Thank you so much. Night Dark Life. Would you like this this wonderful gift that I did not harvest off my friend's dead body? Enjoy it. Oh, Minmo, you came in just in time to see you die and be harvested for meat. I'm sorry. I redeemed the random sub-emote and got the cursed one. Congratulations, Salvador. Amazing timing. How many times have you died now? Is that like the third time? Maybe the second. Might be the second. Might be the second. Relly is going soon too. Oh boy. Oh. Y'all are dropping like flies. Alright, well, let's go get some mushrooms. How is your New Year's, Minmo? Happy New Year. I'm gonna go get some mushrooms. Somehow Thursday is still alive. Thursday's died like 3-4 times. Where? 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 Ah! I hate Anora. I hate, like, Anchor Deep, even Silk's Cradle, not as hard as Anora, which is a second place. It feels dumb. Like, maybe I am... I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the difficulty in Anora does not fit where it is in the game. Damn it. How have we let the meat factory continue on without producing? I don't know. Fairly uneventful, but you're here, and you were at Case's stream. That's eventful to me. This is an event. This is the first part of a, like, 5-part event. And this part is almost over. Because I'm gonna die. No. Have I done Soma? I was gifted Soma. And I've been thinking about it. But I think I've mentioned I don't like underwater. And, I gotta work up my way up. Jesus Christ, I'm dying. I'm gonna die. Somebody's gonna die. To give me strength. Like, I told my story of, like, Valheim, where I played Valheim, and a serpent came out while I was sailing, and I had to turn the game off because I was so scared. And I mean, there was Choo Choo Charles that was like, there's a beast in the water, just don't move when it comes near you, and I was very upset about that. I handled it though. But I know Soma has a whole lot of segments where you go underwater, and it's first person, which makes it worse. And I just need to work my way up there. It would be a beautiful gift. It's just... That's another thing people ask me a lot about is Subnautica. I don't know if I'll ever do Subnautica because the entire thing of the game is being underwater and there are creatures and I can't. I can't. Wait, you can play with the enemies turned off? What? Subnautica is almost scarier to me than Soma. You know what? Yeah, that's what I hear from a lot of people. Honestly. Especially people who have, like, fear of underwater creatures. I feel validated. I feel vindicated. That's the word. Because, I was talking about, like, moments in games that are not horror games that scared the shit out of you, especially as, like, a kid. And, somebody replied and was like, all those games in, like, the early 2000s that if you were in the water too long, just had, like, a giant fish come out and eat you. And I was like, yep. Yep, and they were like, that's probably why I have thalassophobia as an adult. I have not collected enough mushrooms, huh? I have not been collecting mushrooms. I'm going back. Oh yeah, the World of Warcraft Kraken. I never played World of Warcraft, but I heard about that Kraken, and seeing it in the distance, just huge in the water, upsets me. And wiggles around. Hate it. Oh yeah, dude. Janie, I was so afraid of anything meta. Anything meta. When I was a kid. So, like, there was, like, a funny haha joke in, the Bugs Life, PS1 game. Where there's a scene in Bugs Life where Hopper's like, you think this is a game? Well, guess what? You just lost. And it's metal. It's metal as hell. So they play that, when you get a game over in Bugs Life. And that scared me. Oh no, Relia. Oh no, Relia. Relia's gone. Dude, yeah, comedy and horror, very similar things. Because they have, like, same beats. Comedy and horror both work in threes. So, that's the beginning. And I think about this a lot. The game sees you. Yeah. Yeah, no. Something about, a fictional universe. Only in Baller. Thank you for the follow. Fictional universe, being aware of my universe, terrified me. The fission mailed part in MGS2 absolutely terrified me when I was a kid. Part of the reason was because, I know it's, like, supposed to be haha funny, or part of it is when Rose is like, You'll hurt your eyes sitting so close to the screen. I was actually sitting very close to the screen when that happened, and that scared me. I never watched the Scream movies. Character looks at screen to wink and smile. Spoonie flails in surprise. Yeah, no, that was me as a child. I was scared of everything. Trust me, I was scared of everything. Let's go to the shit room. I think I want to play One Shot next month. Lingering presence of Hecate can be felt. Dodging distance has been decreased. I haven't gotten that one, but what are you deciding for me? Be nice. You guys have been so mean this whole time. Be nice. I'm going to the next. Oh, my roll. My roll. That's what I get for going to the shit room. Oh yay! You were nice. I get 30 seconds of invincibility. Thank you. More mushrooms. Ooh, Scream movies are incredibly meta. See, I love meta horror now. Not even just horror, but I love meta shit now. Pretty much anything that scared the shit out of me as a kid, I love now. Almost everything. So yes, I was terrified of Silent Hill when I was a kid, so the more you know. Oh! Dude, yeah, serpents in Valheim are so scary. I also, like, the trolls there's nothing about them that's particularly scary other than they're huge and can kill you. I think it really says something where, like, you know, Valheim is one of the scariest games I have played, and it's not even a horror game. But that is because you get killed, you lose everything, and you have to go back and get your shit butt naked. And that's terrifying. So you run into a troll and you gotta get out of there, buddy. You just gotta get out of there. And I've been thinking about this a lot. How, like, God, I am getting beat the shit out of. How games, like, being incredibly brutal to you like that, is scary in and of itself. Oh no, Scully's now old. Oh no. Because as much as Choo Choo Charles was a funny meme game, and I really enjoyed playing it, I enjoyed streaming it. I'll say that. And it wasn't super frustrating or anything. That was the problem. Was it wasn't frustrating. It wasn't punishing. And that made it not scary. And I feel like if, like, they made it like Valheim, where it was incredibly punishing every time, like, Charles, like, ran into you and killed you, and then, like, you lost all your shit, you lost all your upgrades or something, then it would have been scary. Now, I don't think the dev was, like, trying to make the game scary. I think they were just trying to make a silly thing, but scene in the 5th movie where someone is sitting on the sofa while the killer creeps up behind him. On the TV, he's watching the film adaptation of the events of the 1st movie. And he happens to be watching a scene from the 1st movie where someone is creeping up on someone while they watch a horror movie on the couch, and he's also sitting in the same spot the actual event happened. That's crazy. Trying to cross the swamp bare ass naked. That, you are braver than any Marine. My friend was telling me that they went to the swamp in leather armor, and I was like, what? Why would you do such a thing? Not even troll armor? That is my armor of choice in the swamp, because you gotta be fast now, because those fucking draugrs, they will run at you. They what? Yeah. That fish from SpongeBob. You what? What did you do to my drink? Gosh, these mushrooms aren't giving me mushrooms. Oh, I have like 9 minutes before I have to stop. I should be wrapping up soon. Razor. No. Blizzard. Valheim is great. It's like too hard sometimes. Keeping people from actually dying but feeling like they're about to die the whole time makes it feel the best. Yeah? The thing about Choo Choo Charles, though, was that you would die and then you would respawn at, like, the last place your train was, and sometimes that was, like, where you died. And I just felt like there was virtually no punishment. I don't think there needs to be a punishment. I don't think the game needs to be punishing, but there are ways that the game can make you feel like, oh god, I'm going to get punished. You know? Also, the chat is just fucking schmoovin'. So I apologize if I can't read every single message. I'm trying my best. This game requires quite a bit of my attention when I'm out adventuring. Ooh, Zealous Sword. I kind of like my axe. I think I'm gonna stick with it. I have a funny story about something stupid that scared me as a kid. And I wouldn't even say, I don't know. I think it did scare me. In a weird, kind of absurd way. Do you guys know the show with, Joel McHale on ETV or whatever, entertainment? The Soup. That show. Back when that was, like, relatively new show, there was a scroller message at the top of the screen at one point. And it was incredibly fast, but you could tell that there were words. You could tell. There were definitely words on the screen. They were just going too fast for you to read them. So my dad had a tape in the VCR that's dated this story quite a bit. Oh no, Heretic Soul is starving. So he had a tape in the VCR, and it was an empty tape that he used to record stuff. And so he just hit record because he wanted to know what that said. So he hit record, and then he played it back later and put it on in slow motion. And all that header said was, "I can't believe you recorded this just so you could read this header." And for some fucking reason, maybe because it was meta, I could not sleep that night. And I remember, I was very young, I remember I couldn't sleep so bad that I woke my dad up and was like, "Dad, I can't sleep. I'm still thinking about the thing on the soup." And he was like, "Why?" And I'm like, "I don't know." And I was gonna be like, I didn't want to say it was so scary. So I was like, "It was just so funny. It was just so funny, Dad. You don't understand. It was so funny I couldn't stop thinking about it, Dad. You gotta understand." These are the types of things that scared me as a kid. I need you to understand. This is why I love horror so much now, because it's like revenge. Not on myself as a child, on like, it's like, haha, fuck you, I'm not afraid of shit anymore. I'm a brave boy now. God. I hate Zapar. Oh. Oh. Damn. Poison. Narrator's gonna be like, "I told you to come back unscathed, and you got the shit beat out of you, you stupid lamb. By a frog." Damn it. Foolish lamb. You got the shit beat out of you by a Zapar. And you've already fought. Guess you gotta get good, Spoonie. Guess you gotta get good. Okay. Alright. Okay. Oh! Do I gotta get good? This boss should not be this hard. It's the second world. Second area. Not even that hard. I just don't like the hopping thing. The hopping thing, for some reason, is hard for me to climb. Oh! I have plenty of olds to sacrifice if I gotta sacrifice somebody to stay alive. We choose violence this New Year's Eve. Oh! Oh! We choose violence. We choose violence. Alright, who's old? All the olds have died. Damn it. Alright. What's happening here? Excuse me. What happened to my hat? I always have a fear in seeing space photos and have no idea why. Maybe the size of things can... and how vastly things are is something my brain can't comprehend. Yeah. I don't want to kill anyone. Oh, my hat's good now. Alright, cool. I'm going back. Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't want to kill anybody. I love all of my followers. Even though they will be meat someday. Alright. It's about time to wrap up, actually. Over here. But you can decide my fate, and also I can feed you all. Hang on. No! Oh, everybody's mad. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. Really? Oh, I'm sorry. It's been so long. Zeke! Vile things. Still, they persist as vile things won't do. Will. Yes. Okay. Alright, you know, I'm gonna do some maintenance here. All followers have been cured. Thank you. I'll post. Sure. R won't do. Yeah. I missed what he said. I'm sorry. Maybe that is what he said and I missed it. But fucking... Okay, I guess I can't kill olds for sacrificing. Damn it. Narender. Narender, we need food! I need food, I'm kinda hungry. Maybe I'll have a snack. Yeah, yeah, Sans. To be wont to do something is just an archaic way of saying to want. Oh, okay. Beep. 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 Regain faith. Regain faith in me. Regain faith. Regain faith. Regain faith. Alright, I'm gonna do a little... I just want them to eat, so they're not starving anymore. They've regained faith. Is anybody dissenting anymore? Okay, no. We're good now. Yay, give me the wooden coin. Yay. Don't throw up, stop. Stop throwing up. Stop throwing up, everyone. Stop. Okay. Alright, everybody's eaten. Everybody's full. So we're now good. And I think it is time to switch task. You know, like Among Us. You know, like Among Us. You know. Alright, I'll stop. Alright. We're gonna BRB real quick. And I'm going... Before I go, I'm gonna... Yes. That is what I wanted. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna change to just chatting. Because I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna use the bathroom, get a snack. Feed Moon Pie. You know. That whole deal. Do you guys want to hear Moon Pie? Do you want to hear her? Do you want to hear her? You can do that. Hang on. Hold on. she just woke up. Come here. Come here. You're so tired. You want some food? I don't think she wants some food, actually. You want some food? She's so mad. She just wants to go back to sleep. That is her right now. That is her. That is actually her. I'm gonna finish my water and also use the bathroom and also have a snack. You guys should do the same. And when we get back, we're gonna do the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. I know, the best name ever made. It's the best name. That's what we're gonna be doing. So watch Pyramid Head dance. We'll be right back. In just a few minutes. Don't touch that dial. Don't touch that dial. Hey, I'm almost back. I just need a little snack, and I'll be back. Alright? Alright. Snack time. Everybody get a snack? Tell me what you got when you get back. Let's go. Okay, now I'm back. I had cashews. JG got some banana bread. Okay, there's some cool stuff in the chat that I need to check out. Hang on. Come on. Oh, let me close Cult of the Lamb. There we go. Doing a cargo run back to home once, and 2 one-star serpents ambushed me and sank me, and I rage quit that night. Luckily, I had friends who avenged my death and supplies, so yeah, fuck water. Yeah, I saw that message earlier, and then it disappeared. Or it went up. I wasn't able to read the whole thing. I already got up and got distracted earlier to eat chocolate. Aw, chocolate. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm gonna drink some water. Okay. We are moving on to our next segment. A shorter segment, but a segment I'm excited for nonetheless. Snacking on tamales? Hell yeah. It's 5 a.m. Have your 5 a.m. snack. Nah. New Year's pig. What is that? Alright, well. Hello, everyone. And welcome. We need some music. This is fine. This is fine music for- well, this usually gets copyright claims. Let me skip it. This is fine. This is good music. Alright. It's quiet. It's good. I'm here for the fuck, marry, kill. Hey! What's up? What's up, Thibby? Yeah, I have Snom. Creepy Wet Hole Awards. Welcome to the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. That's what we're doing right now. So, you've heard of the Video Game Awards. Well, I got something different. And I'm calling it the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. The Creepy Wet Hole Awards is where we rate the creepiest, the wettest, and the game with the most hole of this year. It might as well be a fuck, marry, kill. It might as well be. And no, this has nothing to do with sex. Why would you think that? Listen, this all happened because we started memes about games being creepy and wet when they're horror games, and then horror games also having a lot of holes. I can't believe Spoonie is showing hole on Twitch. Listen, I play a lot of horror games, and you know what horror games have? A lot of holes. Especially nasty, fleshy, pulsating holes. Anyway, they're a game this year with more holes than Signalis. That's the thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be a game that released this year. It has to be a game that I streamed this year. So earlier this month, I ran some polls, and I gave you guys some options for the creepiest, the wettest and the games with the most holes in the games that I have played. And I picked the winners from who won the polls. And let's start off. I have a 12-year-old sense of humor because I'm giggling out loud. Good! That is what I want, because Creepy Wet Hole Awards is the funniest thing I've ever come up with. It's the most amazing name I've ever come up with. Hole. Exactly. So, anybody want to wager any guesses for what the creepiest game of the year has been? I know we got a lot of new faces in here. So, if you haven't seen what games I've been up to this year, what would you think? What do you guys think? Super Mario Brothers 2? Absolutely played that this year. You are right. No. That's not it. Resident Evil 8? That was last year, Minmo. But I did play Resident Evil 8 DLC this year. Resident Evil Village DLC? That was definitely the scariest thing I played this year. Creepy. Okay, here's the thing about the word creepy. What creepy means to me. Creepy doesn't necessarily have to be the thing that is the scariest. To me, it is like, it's a vibe. It's like, okay, this gets under your skin. This is like an unsettling feeling. Clearly it was Sly Cooper. Creepy. Yeah. Creepy. Crepe. You know, like the dessert. Nah. Everyone, the award for the creepiest game of the year goes to a game I recently played, actually. Iron Lung. Iron Lung was probably the most unsettled I've been in a game in a long time. And it's not just because I have a fear of water, and I have claustrophobia as well. Iron Lung is incredibly creepy. Iron Lung does so much with so little, and I am like, I keep thinking about it, and it was such a simple game. If you didn't see the Iron Lung playthrough, I also have like a supercut of like basically the whole game, where it's only like 60 seconds if you want to check that out. But it's called Iron Lung Doesn't Scare Me, which is a lie because that game scared me an awful lot. If you're unfamiliar with Iron Lung, you are put into a tiny submarine on an alien planet in a sea of blood. The blood part didn't really like do anything for me, but you're at the bottom of the ocean and you have to navigate using X and Y coordinates, and that's it. And you have a map that shows you X and Y coordinates, and you have to figure out where you are based on a console that tells you X and Y coordinates. And so you just kind of travel through the water, and you hear, or blood rather, and you just hear whether, like, when walls are close to you, it'll start beeping. And the closer you get to a wall, the more it'll beep. So when you go out into an open area and you start hearing that radar beeping real fast, you know something just went past you, and it's terrifying. Not enough hole though? We'll get there. We'll get to the hole. Don't worry about it. Technically, Cal was saying that there is a hole at the end. You know. Alright, and now that we've done the creepy award, what do you guys think the wettest game was? The answer might surprise you. Holy. The wettest game. We played a lot of wet games. Inside was wet. Lost in Vivo was wet. That was in it. I didn't play Soma. I have Soma. I'm scared. I'll play it eventually. Might be Limbo. Limbo was on the list. Silent Hill 2 was also on the list. It was a nominee. Limbo, Inside, and Silent Hill 2 were all nominees. There's one more you're forgetting. The answer might surprise you. Guess what? Iron Lung won again. Iron Lung, you are literally submerged in blood. Iron Lung, you're literally at the bottom of a blood ocean on an alien planet. It was the wettest game by far. Wettest game by far! And it also won the poll. I tried not to repeat games, but I had to repeat Silent Hill 2, and I had to repeat Iron Lung. Got him! So I guess that would mean Iron Lung wins the creepiest and wettest game of the year. We'll get to the game that won all of these awards, though. The one, the top one, I think, personally. I didn't run a poll for this, but I'm gesticulating so much, and you guys can't see my hands. I don't know why I'm doing this. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alright, let me bring the chat back up. Oh, I was like, who's talking about Phasmophobia? It's Nightbot. It's Nightbot. Alright. 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 So, next award is the hole. Game with most hole. Wet edition. Wettest game edition. Have you guys seen the Silent Hill Downpour? Okay, this is related, I swear. The Silent Hill Downpour, like, ad campaign. I need to bring up an image. This is important. This is a good tangent, and we have plenty of time, so it's fine. This is a real ad. I'm gonna share with you a real ad about oh, it's so small. Why is it so small? Alright, well, I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna share it with you all. Because it's important. Hang on. It's gonna take me a second. This is Castlevania-ass music. I think it's Hollow Knight. Oh, there it is. Found it. Oh no, we're dropping frames! This is the most important part of stream! Okay, we're good. This is a real ad. This is a real ad for Silent Hill Downpour. I've never played Silent Hill Downpour. Is it wet? I'm a poster now, yeah. Okay, what? I saw Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 4 in the chat for most hole. What do you think won? No, they're not side-eyeing me like an FBI agent. I mean literally holes. Silent Hill 4? Well, guess what? You are correct. You are correct, sir. Wouldn't that be funny if it was Iron Lung once again? Oh my god. Silent Hill 4... Signalis did have a lot of holes, but Silent Hill 4, you literally have to go in a hole to go back to your apartment, which is your safe house. It was just full of holes. Sure has a lot of hole in Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 4 stream this year was, I mean, it was also really fun the first time I played it with Jess. I think Silent Hill 4 has become my favorite Silent Hill game, which is weird because a lot of people don't like it and it's really janky. But, you know, to be fair, all of the original Silent Hill games, all of the Silent Hill games in general are really janky. And 4 had a considerable amount of jank. The characters kind of suck compared to the other games. But you know what? I think I have the most fun every time I play it. Silent Hill 3 and 2 and 1 even, to a degree, like, frustrate me so much. And then 4, for some reason, doesn't frustrate me as much. I love Silent Hill 4 so much. You saw the word hole and had to come? Well, we're talking about the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. Iron Lung won Creepy and Wet, and Silent Hill 4 won the most hole. Congratulations. Welcome, Borgie. Congratulations, Silent Hill 4, for having the most hole. Every year that I play Silent Hill 4, it's gonna win this award. Looking forward to it in 2023. Amazing. Amazing. The edit for this VOD is going to send my sides into orbit spoons. Jesus Christ. I gotta make an edit now. Well, cool. It was Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 4 had the most hole. You gotta go in a hole to go back home. Constantly. And you gotta go back into the hole to go back in the world. You got here just in time for a hole. Well, now you know. Let's review. Now, for everybody showing up for the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. Creepiest game? Iron Lung. Wettest game? Also Iron Lung. Holiest game? Silent Hill 4. Glad we cleared that up. Let's go. Honorable mentions. Now, this isn't really honorable mentions. This isn't like, oh, this is the honorable mention to the Creepy Award. This is the honorable mention to the Wet Award. These are just games that really stood out to me that I played this year. And I believe all of the ones that I listed actually did come out this year. So that's pretty cool. I made the New Year pig. Yay! Assigned whole homework. Alright. Okay. So here are some games that really stood out to me this year. First one I want to talk about. Who's Lila? I actually want to come back to this game and do a full playthrough during stream because when I streamed it, I only did like 2 endings. And after the stream, I immediately was like, I gotta fucking play that whole game, and I did. This game is insane, you guys. This game is absolutely, like, if you didn't see this this stream for Who's Lila, this is the game where half of the screen is taken up by your character's face. Not this character, that's Lila. You play as Will. It's taken up by Will's face. And whenever there is a character asking you a question, Will answers the same way, with the same words. But you control the expression that Will makes by dragging your cursor over Will's face and like making disgusted or angry or happy expressions, and it is incredibly disturbing the weird things that this game does. Interesting thing about this game is all the character portraits, and I know a lot of people will be like boo at this, but full disclosure, AI art sucks, but all of the portraits in this game were made by like AI generated images. And the person who made this game is an artist, and they like edited like AI art into the game specifically to make it like more Uncanny Valley. And I think that's super cool because like most of the tech with this game that was focused on was the game or the recognition of the facial expressions that you make the character make. DreamWorks Face Run, yeah. Just raise one eyebrow the entire game. Yeah. It was a really interesting concept, and the story and the writing ended up being really cool and really Twin Peaks, really David Lynch. If you haven't checked it out, hang on, I gotta read that message. Interesting. So utilizing the downsides of AI generation in order to create an uncanniness unironically. Exactly. That's the cool thing about this game, is I feel like that is a utilization of AI, like image generation that's like super interesting, because they just did AI generated like faces. Like this person does not exist faces, basically. I don't think AI generated realistic things are as bad as like graphic design. Yeah, I feel the same way. Like illustrations and stuff, just portraits of like real ass people that aren't real, that don't exist. I think it's super interesting, a super cool way to utilize like AI generated images, because there are some like interesting ways that artists can use AI generated images. Just don't completely make everything and be like, all right, this is mine, I made it. No, this dev actually put in the credits most of the portraits were made with this AI generated thing. Computer can make me a tree that doesn't exist, that's not infringing on anyone. Yeah. Weird thing is, people found that the data sets for AI faces are trained off of private medical record photos. Oh, that's right, yeah. That's fucked. That's fucked. That's a whole other can of worms. But yeah, who's Lila in itself is a really cool idea though. That is fucked. That is weird. I thought, like, I don't know exactly what AI generator they use. I don't know if it was the same with that, but C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Screams. Okay, next game I want to talk about. I'm glad people brought this up. Resident Evil Village Shadows of Rose was absolutely the scariest thing I played this year. It was very, in the most affectionate way, it was very fan fiction-y. It was incredibly fan fiction-y. But I loved every moment of it. I loved every moment of it. Evil Within. What are we talking? I didn't play Evil Within. What are you talking about, Corgi? But the Village Shadows of Rose DLC was, I loved it. I loved almost everything about it. The game felt like Evil Within. I see. I think I remember you saying that during the stream. It was a little weird. It was a little, I mean, Resident Evil is already pretty weird, but they kind of like went a little crazy with it. Got a little silly with it. I feel like a bit of some of the twists were a little predictable. A little too predictable, and that was probably my biggest gripe with it. But I enjoyed it all the same, and the sequence House Beneviento 2 Electric Boogaloo was absolutely horrifying. I personally think it was scarier than House Beneviento 1, but that is mostly because I was not expecting House Beneviento 2. I had already watched 2 people play House Beneviento, the original, with the baby. So experiencing it myself was still scary, but it wasn't too bad. What they did with the second go around though was scary enough to make me probably the most scared I've ever been during a stream. You probably couldn't tell because I was just angry. I get angry when I'm scared. I just yell and angrily shit. That's what I do. Oh yeah, Shadows of Rose also had one of the most visceral death screams. Absolutely. Because, like, that is one thing that kind of, like, gets under my skin is when a scream is, like, visceral. Evil Within, they go into a brain-shared virtual world. That's awesome. I need to check out Evil Within someday. So I just needed to talk about Shadows of Rose because that was a pretty good experience. The mom puppet section. The mom mannequin. The puppet section where you were little was kind of cool, but that was one of those situations where I just don't like stealth, which is unfortunate because a lot of horror games have stealth sections. Stealth can be kind of annoying in this day and age, honestly. Have fun with your family. Have fun with your family. Happy New Year, Bork. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, 2 more games I want to talk about that I recently played. Very recently, actually. I want to talk about Choo Choo Charles. I hesitate to call Choo Choo Charles a good game, which is really, it sounds really bad. However, streaming Choo Choo Charles was one of the most joyous experiences. And I'm really glad I got to do it, especially a year waiting for it to come out. The game was really goofy. I didn't think it was a very well put together game, or it was put together fine. It's just like the missions would be like, all right, you gotta get this journal for me. I'm gonna put the waypoint on the map, and then you'd go, and then it'd be like, oh, I can't go in this door. I need to find something to open this door, and then you'd look to your right and there'd be dynamite, and it'd be like, okay. There's nothing, there was like one mission that was relatively challenging, and that was like climbing that one building, and that was cool. I liked that. That gave me more of a challenge. And I wish more of the missions were like that instead of like, go to this thing, look to your right, there's the solution to the puzzle, there's a hose right there to put the fire out. Wow, amazing. Now this game wasn't trying to be like a super like intuitive gameplay experience. It was trying to be the evil spider train game, and I get it. It was a meme game. It was funny. And it was funny, and it accomplished that, and I enjoyed it. And I enjoyed every time Charles came charging after me, I giggled with glee because it was so great. And when, like, I realized, oh, I really don't get punished for getting killed by this spider train. Every time I saw him, it was more like, oh boy, he's coming to get me! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! And that was funny. So that was a genuinely joyous Christmas Eve for me. So I appreciate everybody watching me play Choo Choo Charles. And it's just funny to see a meme game that went viral actually become a game and give me this wonderful experience. He choo-chooed and he charled. Last game I want to talk about. What is this? Oh, this is Lisa the Joyful. This is good. Last game I want to talk about is a game I literally finished yesterday. Signalis! That's a tiny picture. But that's me, Signalis. Signalis! I fucking love Signalis. And I think this deserves some attention because this game was absolutely creepy. I don't think it was the creepiest game I played this year. It was absolutely wet. And it absolutely had a lot of holes that you jumped down into. Probably more than Silent Hill 2. Probably more. Maybe not. I don't know. You did jump into a lot of holes. Signalis was a fucking awesome game. Like, there's so many, like, modern indie horror games that draw inspiration from Silent Hill, especially Silent Hill 2. And we've seen it again and again and again. But it really makes me so happy when I see something that draws inspiration from these, like, older survival horror games and actually makes something that has a completely different vibe. Completely different vibe. Because you're in space, you're a robot. And it has, like, the menus, it has, like, the save points that are like Silent Hill, and it has a lot of the functionality of Silent Hill and Resident Evil, a lot of inspiration from both of those games, but it's its own thing, and it has its own aesthetic, and it also, like, reminded me a lot of Ghost in the Shell, which I also really love, but, like, with a horror spin to it. So, if you haven't played Signalis, definitely check that out because holy shit. It's also on Switch, I realized. So if you don't have PC, I don't know if it plays on Mac. Definitely get it on the Switch because holy shit, this game is great. And also if you aren't a huge fan of like being jump scared, it doesn't have any jump scares. The enemies, when they notice you, they go "Arr!" And that's about it. Once you get used to that, it's fine. I think I jumped once in the whole game when I saw my reflection and thought it was an enemy. And that was an experience. And I like that. I like when things, it's like just unsettling and gets under your skin rather than makes you jump. I like that. So that's the Creepy Wet Hole Awards. Anybody have any like games they want to talk about that they really enjoyed this year that I played? Because I'm all ears. I won't put the image here, but I will put this image here. Because we need to be reminded of this. Terrible. I mean... Oh, Metal Gear. Metal Gear was a good time. Metal Gear was such a good time. Metal Gear was pretty wet. Kind of creepy. It was wet when you meet Otacon. I'm sorry. Gets real wet. Woo! Woo! Ugh. It sure was. Oh, I guess it's time to drink some water. Anyway. Drink some water. I should get rid of, this. And also, I should, play some duck game. So let me awkwardly stare at everyone. Is water wet? Yeah. We're not playing that game. We're not playing that game. We're not doing this. We're not doing that. Switching the game now. It's duck time, baby. Oh my god, the Game Awards went on longer than I expected. We only have a little bit of duck time. We have an hour. We have an hour of duck time. Oh god. Oh god. Let me open duck game. Move the duck game. Up here. And let's see. Give us the ducks. I know, that's what everybody's here for. That's what everybody's here for. Is duck. That's what we're here for, right? I should get rid of my crown. Goodbye. Fade away. Fade away. Fade away, crown. Okay. Move. Go down. There we go. There we go. We got the ducks. We got the ducks back. There we go. Okay. Also, I'm going to change the scrolly message thing right there. Because you're not sacrificing or resurrecting ducks here. Highlight your message to name a duck. Yeah. Resume. Okay, so let me get everything in order here. So we can continue. Don't. Don't. Oh god, I have to open all the presents. Blorbo. Birdley. Grapes. Mr. Howard. Chestnuts. John Halo. Churger. Churger. Imposter. Oh god. Oh, well, duck me sideways. Scrimblow. Oh, Cirque du Soleil. Proudclod. Otacon. Speaking of Melgear. Grinch finds Jesus. Return the duck. You've returned the duck. Thank you so much. Tazara. Thank you for your returning of Moko. Oh god, Grinch. No. Yes. Well, now I'm stuck. How do I get out of here? Oh, there. There we go. Is Moko there? I can't see right now. Is the duck there? Has the duck returned? Are you naming a duck sacrifice? I have a few ducks that are here because I turned this game on, because it makes me happy. Balls! Oh, Balls is a celebrity now. Do I still... I don't remember if I don't think I saved, actually. Columbo's back! No, hang on. Quackmas. Columbo, we gotta follow you. Okay, I didn't save last time, so... We're gonna get all new ducks. Skilby, Happy New Year. We are naming ducks. Also, why is it small? Here we go. We're following Columbo. Birdly Deltarune. Columbo off on his journey. We are almost gonna get a new duck. Who's the first one? Sacrifice? Was Sacrifice gonna be one of the names? Hang on, let me double check. We got Sacrifice and Duck time. Columbo, come back! Okay. Jump through that hoop. Do it! Also, Case, if you are in the chat, if you want to join a Discord call, just let me know. I don't know if you're still working on your song. Gonna be doing this like an hour. Columbo! Alright. It's all good. Finish your song. Ovaltine. I'm so happy right now. Oh, Columbo! No, come back! No! I accidentally minimized the screen for a second. Hey Thibby, have you ever played this game? It's Placid Plastic Duck. I played it for Christmas. It's amazing. You don't do anything but look at ducks. It's $2! And it's the best game ever made. Yeah, that's nut. And that's chestnuts. Yeah. And they all do different things. Yeah, it's like cat TV. I also just fucking love ducks. Maybe that is cat behavior to love ducks. Columbo! No! He is the sacrifice! There's balls. There's balls. There's Kratos. Is this the plastic duck version of the game I'm making, Wolf Garden? I mean, is the Wolf Garden an auto sim? I think it is, right? He's having a time. He's having a wonderful New Year's Eve time. Oh wait, we have a new duck. I don't want to lose Columbo, but... The sacrifice. Okay. Wireframe. Sacrifice. Sacrifice. Trans right duck? Yeah. That was Cole, I think, named that one. Columbo! I'm so glad I get to show more people this game that have never experienced this game. We played this for like 3 hours last time. I wonder how many ducks we're even gonna get. It's incredible. Steve is still frozen. Columbo, don't. Don't do it. Oh, he's gonna take off mid-slide. Columbo, going back in the pool! Like a good boy. Fucking incredible. No! No! Quackmas Miracle set Revolver Duck-Salot on fire. I can't believe that. No! Okay, he's still good. It could only have been Quackmas, because Quackmas is the only one with fire. Snake! You've created a time paradox! I don't know, which ocelot is it? Columbo is top tier duck. Red Quackmas. We've got... Alright, no, he's going. He's going! Oh, oh, oh! Oh. This is entertainment. Oh, they're kissing. Columbo and Blorbo. Secret lovers. Ski lift. We're watching Columbo. Love wins. Trans rights. Ovaltine. Nut. They're all there. There's Quackmas. The killer. Thank you, Spoonie. I needed this. I'm glad you're enjoying my New Year's event. I also needed this. This is all we need. I need to watch Columbo. It looks fun. I like mysteries and detective shit. Columbo just really wants in that fire pit thing. We'll watch him from the fire. There's my boy. Man, it's taken him a while to go on his little adventure. I'm glad you got your Cirque du Soleil duck. Columbo. New duck is about to drop. That one was gonna be called Duck Time, right? Correct. It's getting close. We got a hot tub now! Quackmas lit the fire. Yes. Okay. I'm so enthralled. At like 11:40. Maybe I'll give maybe like 11:30. I have a compilation of the best of 2022 ready to watch. Oh no, Columbo! Gravity physics have reversed on him. What happened to you? What happened? He's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Duck time. Duck time. Alright. Now next duck is up for grabs if anybody wants to highlight a message to name a duck. There he is. Okay. I'm so invested in Columbo. Surely this one will melt the ice. Hopefully. Hopefully. What was that? Is that just the music? I don't think that's the music. Oh, that's a woodpecker. Columbo. Don't have enough coins. Feed me your coins. My coins. This is what New Year's Eve is about. Wait, hold on. Ah, Evie. Evie got it. Creepy wet hole. That's appropriate. Automod blocked it, and I'm like, nah, you know what? I was saying creepy wet hole for like 8 minutes straight. Longer than that. It's fine, there will be more ducks. If you want to highlight a message, there will be more ducks. They'll be here. Columbo is taking a sweet time to go on in his adventure. I feel like I need to return to this game every so often for like events like New Year's Eve, Christmas. It's the next big holiday. Maybe for like, I don't know, maybe for like all the Sabbats. Just be like, you know what? It's duck time. It's duck time, baby. Valentine's Day duck special. Wonder if there'll be DLC for Valentine's Day. That'd be cute. It'd be so cute. Columbo. And then there's non-binary. I still love that joke so much. It's so funny. It's just non and binary. Wow. Wow, Columbo. Funny enough, whenever I think of Columbo, the name Columbo reminds me of the mouse from Bust a Groove. Which I don't think anybody else in chat is gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. Bust a Groove was my first rhythm game. Maybe that's not true. Maybe it was Parappa. I do remember Bust a Groove is the game that taught me what rhythm is. And I feel like my third eye opened that day. Attempted arson. Oh. That's a good duck name. For later. What if I just don't play Year Walk? What if I just play this? He will never leave. He's never leaving. Never. There's Solid Snake. Pretty soon, we will have the entire Metal Gear Solid cast in this pool. Oh, no. Only the flammable ones can catch on fire. So, Plaid? Wood Duck? Wood Duck is in trouble. Cole, hello! Welcome! Thank you for the 10 bits! Happy New Year! We're watching Columbo. Not the detective. Columbo! That's the thing in Bust a Groove. The mouse in Bust a Groove named Columbo. The announcer would read his name. Columbo! Versus, and then if there was another Columbo player, Columbo! Killed me. I gotta play Bust a Groove someday. This is the detective. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. Ugh. Absolutely. Sacrifice. 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 Okay, don't. Don't sacrifice. Why would I play such a sleepy game before the countdown to New Year's? I'll fall asleep. I was gonna play Ape Escape, but then people loved this game so much, I was like, nah, I'm gonna do this. And I also wanted to go back to it myself. Countdown for bedtime. Nah, that's fair. Wonder if Percy's flammable. Maybe Ovaltine is flammable. It's snowing. Still going. Happy New Year from the East Coast. Happy New Year! What a way to ring in the new year with Columbo the Duck. Following him on his journey. Oh, creepy wet hole is about to drop. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay. 8 ball. Creepy wet hole. Oh, wait, no, it was all lowercase. Spawn camping creepy wet hole. I love that sentence out of context. He's beautiful. Thank you for the follow. Draken Lord. No! Go away! No, thank you! No! Anyway. Welcome to Duck Time. I was in the middle of reading your name. What was genuinely scary about that? Me yelling? Trigger? Me banning them as soon as they followed me? That was a bot. Hello, I would like to make you an offer. Would you like millions of followers straight to your door? Snap more people as soon as they follow you. No, listen, you guys didn't see. You guys didn't see. They were a bot. They put a bot message in the chat and I banned them immediately. Out of my way, streamer. I'm about to get followers. My identity has been stolen. Freaking Draken D's nuts! Is it time, Columbo? Is it time? You just crave violence. Yeah, you know. I feel like at some point I banned someone based on their name alone. Oh yeah, I did when there was that like weird Haas bot thing going on, of course. It is not time for Columbo to go on his journey. Oh! He's out of the pool. It does mean dragon in German. There'll be times where somebody joins the chat and I'm like, hey, thanks for the follow. Are you a bot? And they're like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Your name looks botty. I'm sorry. There he goes. Sideways. Through the snow. The way to be. The way to live. Oh! He's realized his purpose. It is the mountains. Goodbye, sweet prince. Goodbye, sweet prince. Into the broken worlds you go. Descend. Blorbo remembers him fondly. The toaster thinks about him sometimes. Alright, Columbo's gone. Anybody want to name the next duck? Wow, look at the fucking New Year's party going on. They say you could still hear him in the chill mountain wind. Distant. Distant. Wah. Farewell, Lieutenant. They're all gathering to mourn. Columbo too? Oh my god. In memoriam. In memoriam. We will think of him. Alright, here's the ski lift. Maybe. Didn't think I'd be starting my new year making pad thai alone in the kitchen while suffering from conjunctivitis, but here we are. I'm so sorry. But at least you're making pad thai. You can eat it and enjoy. I want pad thai now. Damn it. What is that? There's like a big ominous shadow. Who's on fire now? Oh no, that's just the magma duck. That's just duck time. Okay, duck time, are you gonna melt this ice? Are you gonna give me that mammoth duck? Nah, duck time's just gonna touch creepy wet hole. I want that! Is it accessible? Or is it just there for fun? You made egg fried rice, but like not very well. What did you do? Balls! This ball's fire. Oh god, you made a better joke. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Hot balls. Hot balls. The balls arc. Oh, old rice. That'll do it. See, I'll try to make egg fried rice with like just made rice. Doesn't work out the best, but it still works out okay. Bees and balls. Match made in heaven. We got a new duck coming. It doesn't make a bit of difference? That's not what I've heard. I've heard it's better to use, like, cold rice. Did you see the cheese stalls? Bees balls? Well, Duck Me Sideways is a great name. I just remember Theo said it in the chat while the Duck U was sliding down the slide sideways. And I thought it was funny, so I just named it that. Oh, we got a new duck. How do we get there? There we go. Cheese! Columbo 2, you are cheese. Is that a... Yes. Columbo 2. Welcome, Columbo 2. Bogo's minted? Amazing. 20 minutes before I wrap this up and play my little compilation I made. Let's relax. Wow. Does anybody have any New Year's resolutions? I made some. I wrote some in my little planner. My little Oprah-ish planner. I say Oprah-ish because it has, like, on each page, it's like, you got this! It's not a bad thing. Girl power. Not girl power. Girl boss. That's it. That's the word I'm looking for. Ugh. Okay, shit, ADHD. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was looking for my goals in my planner. Want to try and walk around outside more? That's good. That's also one of my habits I want to get back into, because I used to walk outside every day. I want to call people more. I'm so bad at keeping in contact with, like, my old friends from Florida and stuff. I am so incredibly bad at keeping in touch with people over the phone. So that's definitely, like, a thing I want to do more next year. Last year I became more myself. This year I want to be a better self. That's good. I like that. Be more gay. Yeah. Be more creative. I like that. Travel more? That's a good one. Don't make a resolution and break my resolution. Amazing. That's so paradoxical it hurts my brain. Who do we want to follow? Let's follow Otacon. Boo, boo, doo, boo, boo. To those of you, new, who weren't here Christmas, I need to show you something. Look. You can look in this little thing. Oh, you can't see my cursor. That sucks. What the fuck? You can look in this thing. You can see him. He's there. He still lives. He's camping. This game makes me so incredibly happy I cannot describe. Want to get well enough to travel again? Gotta make it to a con? Yes. 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 Do it. There we go. Oh god. Oh god. So many ducks. Moments like this are what game dev is all about. Exactly. Exactly. You get it. I don't think Steve is gonna unfreeze this stream. Oh well. Oh well. Ugh. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. The first time I tried to stay up until midnight, I was staying up with my older sister. And, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay up. Got like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I can't do it. I gotta go to bed. New year, new dole. God. There he goes. There the toaster goes. Come back, toaster. Come back. That's not a toaster, that's a submarine. Toaster shouldn't be in the water. I'm gonna follow Toaster. Let's go, Toaster. I tried to watch the Yellow Submarine cartoon as a kid. I wanted to watch it. But I forget, like, one of my parents was like, this is too creepy, let's watch Help instead. There's this part in the Beatles' Help movie. I think it's George. I think it's George in the trunk. He's like in the trunk, he got like kidnapped or something. And they open the trunk and George just goes, "Oh, hello." And I think of that so much. Something about that just killed me. Was it Ringo? I don't remember. I remember we did find that clip. Somehow. On accident. It might have been Ringo. I just remember we found it because we found a compilation of one of the Beatles from that movie. And then it ended up being that one. Remember, for the longest time, I would say that Ringo is my favorite Beatle, and there was no other reason than I like the name Ringo Starr. It's a good name. Paul McCartney? That's a boring name. George Harrison? That's a boring name. John Lennon? Boring. Ringo Starr? That's cool as hell. You and I are the same person. A little. In my dream, I made fun of someone for being the Ringo of the group, then it turned out Ringo was standing right behind me. Can't believe you said this. About my name. Why would you do such a thing? I like my name. I like being Ringo. I think it's a good thing to be the Ringo of the group. I forget what songs Ringo did. I gotta brush up on my Beatles lore. What is happening here? What are you guys doing? The council will judge you, Solid Snake. For your sins. And you too, Churger. Nut. Gloween. Imposter. They're the judges. John Halo is just casually strolling through. It's fine. Who had a baby? Whose baby is tumbling out? They had that baby so hard. It just... I can't click it. Please bring the baby. Okay, we gotta watch this unfold. Bring the baby. Bring the baby. Bring the baby. I gotta watch this. I gotta see what happens. Manipulate the baby. Move the baby. I never actually see the ducks have the babies. I just see the babies after. I just see the aftermath. Duck me sideways is always moving sideways. Oh my god! Why would you do that? No, goal! Holy shit. We just witnessed a miracle. That's the miracle of birth. That's the miracle of birth right there. That's what life is all about. Right there. We just saw it happen. Holy shit. I can't believe this. Who even did that? Hello, welcome. Happy New Year. I don't know if that baby's ever gonna leave that goal. I think it's stuck there forever. We gotta get that in there. Achievement. Achievement. Yeah. Log. Did we have we had a duck drop. Log. Okay. Where did you come from? Oh wait, no, that was when I was playing last time. Okay. Polka dot? Yeah. Log. It's the Yule log. Won't be Yule much longer. I can't believe it. 2023. Excuse me, God. 2023 is in 8 minutes for me. How many people in the chat is it already the new year? Excuse me for a moment. It's log. It's log. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. It's log, it's better than bad. It's good! Oh yeah, you guys are an hour ahead. Steve! Steve has returned! Steve is here! I missed it. Damn. Steve fell from the tree. Thawed. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Janie, for that clip. I live in the Midwest. I live in Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Oh, I didn't mean 8 minutes. I meant 8 minutes till this Placid Plastic Duck game is done. Not till the... That... Yep. I was confused. I was like, what are we talking about? I'm not gonna cut stream. I'm gonna be doing more things. I'm gonna cut the Placid Plastic Duck in like... Toast, you're going. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Are you winning? Listen, Possum, when you play this game, you're always winning. And that's the best part. That's the best part. Because... what's better than this? What's better than this? Have I considered 1 more hour of duck? No. I can't. I'm not strong enough. I want to do my scary game. The duck wait is so much longer now. Maybe for future streams, I'll, like, have this on in the background and then we can go look back at it. Also, thanks for the water. Oh, Birdly and balls and Snickerdoodle. Yeah, the longer the game goes on, the longer the duck meter gets. The longer it takes for a duck to drop. So we've only had like a few ducks in an hour. As opposed to like the 3 hours where we got a ludicrous amount of ducks. Alright. Yay! Negative. Oh, do we have a name? I don't know if we have a name. Oh god, excuse me. Quackmas Miracle. Important development. So soft, so good. Alright. I wonder if in 4 minutes we can get another duck. I don't think so. I think it's a little longer than that. Man. You will definitely show up to the next stream of this, though. I appreciate that. I'm sure there's going to be more and more DLC as the months go by, because people love this game. Not just on my streams, just everywhere. And not even just on streams, just in general, people just fucking love this game. To get won an award on Steam for just sit back and relax. I'm very charismatic, thank you. I try my best. I do my best. Also helps when I'm playing scary games. To make them less scary for everybody. That I'm just a fucking doof. That's a word, right? Doof? This is the nameless duck. We'll watch them descend. Gosh, there are so many ducks down here. Wow. There's another baby! Who's doing this? Who? Who made this? Who made this? Who made that baby? Who made that baby? Who made this baby? Who made this creature? God? God makes everyone. Mother Ducker? Who are you? Scrimblow? Scrimblow, where are you? Scrimblow's not here. Unless you were just saying Scrimblow for fun. There's an actual Scrimblow. Who did this? Who made the baby? I wish you could see my cursor, because I'm like hovering over. I could make it visible next time, maybe. Anyway. About to wrap things up with Duck Game. And then we can watch our fun little video. But before we do that, this is important. Look at him. He's making a smo. He's making a smo. Oh my god, I love him. I drew a small sketch of balls. That sounds awful. I drew Balls the wood duck. I didn't save it because I just wanted to draw a little duck. But I should just draw some of these ducks. Draw fan art of these ducks. When is the balls fan art coming in? The wood duck on fire. Anyway. Let's wrap this shit up. Let's wrap this up. I don't know if I should go on a break. I should go on a break just so I can get some water. At least. At least. Get some water.